Mojito is a traditional Cuban highball. Traditionally, a mojito is a cocktail that consists of 5 ingredients: white rum, sugar, lime juice, sparkling water, and mint. The original Cuban recipe uses spearmint or yerba buena, a mint variety very popular on the island. Its combination of sweetness, refreshing citrus, and mint flavors is intended to complement the potent kick of the rum, and have made this clear highball a popular summer drink. The cocktail has a relatively low alcohol content. When preparing a mojito, lime juice is added to sugar and mint leaves. The mixture is then gently mashed with a muddler. The mint leaves should only be bruised to release the essential oils and should not be shredded. Then rum is added and the mixture is briefly stirred to dissolve the sugar and to lift the mint leaves up from the bottom for better presentation. Finally, the drink is topped with whole ice cubes and sparkling soda water. Mint leaves and lime wedges are used to garnish the glass. The mojito is one of the most famous rum-based highballs. There are several versions of the mojito. The mojito translates to something a little wet. History: Cuba is the birthplace of the mojito, although the exact origin of this classic cocktail is the subject of debate. One story traces the mojito to a similar 16th-century drink known as el Drac, after Francis Drake. In 1586, after his successful raid at Cartagena de Indias, Drake's ships sailed towards Havana, but there was an epidemic of dysentery and scurvy on board. It was known that the local South American Indians had remedies for various tropical illnesses. So a small boarding party went ashore on Cuba and came back with ingredients for a medicine which was effective. The ingredients were aguardiente de cal plus or minus added with local tropical ingredients: lime, sugar cane juice and mint. Drinking lime juice in itself would have been a great help in staving off scurvy and dysentery. Tafia rum was used as soon as it became widely available to the British. Mint, lime and sugar were also helpful in hiding the harsh taste of this spirit. While this drink was not called a mojito at this time, it was still the original combination of these ingredients. Some historians contend that African slaves who worked in the Cuban sugar cane fields during the 19th century were instrumental in the cocktail's origin. Garapo, the sugar cane juice often used in mojitos, was a popular drink amongst the slaves who helped coin the name of the sweet nectar. It never originally contained lime juice. There are several theories behind the origin of the name mojito. One such theory holds that name relates to mojo, a Cuban seasoning made from lime and used to flavor dishes. Another theory is that the name mojito is simply a derivative of the mojito or simply the diminutive of mojado. Due to the vast influence of immigration from the Canary Islands, the term probably came from the mojo Creole marinades adapted in Cuba using citrus versus traditional Isleno types. The mojito has routinely been presented as a favorite drink of author Ernest Hemingway. It has also often been said that Ernest Hemingway made the bar called La Bodeguita del Medio famous as he became one of its regulars and wrote "My Mojito in La Bodeguita, my daiquiri in El Floridita." This expression in English can be read on the wall of the bar today, handwritten and signed in his name, although Hemingway biographers have expressed doubts about such patronage and about the author's taste for mojitos. La Bodeguita del Medio is more known for their food rather than drink. In fact, the mojito has never been on their menu. Variations: many hotels in Havana also add Angostura bitters to cut the sweetness of the mojito. While icing sugar is often muddled with the mint leaves rather than cane sugar, and many establishments simply use sugar syrup to control sweetness. Many bars today in Havana use lemon juice rather than fresh lime. Fruit-flavored rums, such as mango, strawberry, lychee or mandarin, are often substituted. A Mexican mojito uses the Mexican native tequila instead of rum as a primary alcohol, and simple syrup instead of sugar for a sweetener. To simplify production, some restaurants will add mint leaves and peppermint extract to pre-made margaritas for Mexican mojitos. A dirty mojito uses spiced rum, brown sugar syrup, key limes, crushed mint and soda. A mojito without alcohol is called a virgin mojito, or nojito. An apple mojito uses apple-flavored liqueur as well as rum. The drink is also spelled mojito and moʻxito in certain cultural areas of Cuba. An English mojito uses gin in place of rum and Sprite as a substitute for sugar soda. A Greek mojito uses metraxa Greek spirit or mastica instead of rum. A mojito royal is a mojito with champagne instead of club soda. A morally mojito refers to a mojito made with Red Bull instead of soda water and raspberry vodka. A mojito is a mojito with Fernet Branca instead of rum and mapo instead of lime. A lychee mojito is a mojito made with lychee syrup or liqueur and is popular in Hong Kong. A sojito is a mojito made with Korean soju instead of white rum. A guava mojito uses Union Jack's guava brandy instead of rum. See also, Caipirinha, List of cocktails, Mint julep, references. External links.